morning, Davenport, and welcome to the HOWL.
Settle down while we cover everything that's happened this past month.
We talked to Mr. Turman, English teacher, about the history of Valentine's Day in this month's Talking with Turman.
The history of Valentine's Day? Ooh, well, it's long, but I'll just hold this like this. It's much more professional. So, if I'm remembering correctly, it was a pagan holiday that was started in Rome. I want to say it was Luper something. I know it started with an L and sounded like salami, maybe something weird like that. But anyways, it was a pagan day where it gets a little weird. They would actually take a goat or dog, some sort of animal, kill it, drain its blood, and they would actually take the single women from around the town, and they would hit them somewhere with the blood, and they'd go and spread it over the wheat fields because it was a day of fertility. Well, they would take the names of those women, put them into a jar, and the single men would pull out a name, and they would be matched for a year. And so usually those matches would end in marriage. And that was, an old tradition in Rome, I believe. Now, after that, Valentine, like Saint Valentine, there were, I want to say, 3 individuals who the Catholic Church acknowledges as saints or actual people who lived. And what they would, or the first one, I think it was with Emperor Claudius II. I'm probably butchering that name, but he had determined, hey, guess what? We think that young men who are unmarried make better soldiers, so no more marriage for them. Well, according to history, Saint Valentine was actually the one who would secretly marry those young couples behind the emperor's back, and so that's why he was martyred, and that's why Saint Valentine became known as a man of love. I want to say it was Chaucer who actually was the first British poet who references Valentine in his writing. It's a poem. I don't remember the poem's name, but I do remember that little weird tidbit fact of information.
Why do you think Valentine's Day is important?
I think Valentine's Day is important because it gives you an opportunity to express your love and how you feel about other people, whether it is romantic or platonic with friends. It gives you a chance to really show your appreciation to that person and spend time with them.
And why do you celebrate it?
I celebrate it for the same reason, to give people my appreciation, and it's an excuse to spend time with people that I love to be around.
I think Valentine's Day is important because it shows you to appreciate the others that are in your life, and your significant others. It'll give them balance to your relationship, I guess.
And why do you celebrate it?
Because I get presents.
Probably because it's a way to show other people that, I don't know, it's like a love language, I guess, to other people, but it's a way to show affection for your significant other.
And why do you celebrate it?
Because, honestly, I really don't. If anything, I just go with my mama and spoil her a little.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Walden. I am a visual arts educator here at Davenport High School, and I'm here to talk to you about VACE. VACE stands for Visual Arts Scholastic Event. It is a UIL art event where students create original artworks. They write about their original artwork, and then they go before a juror and are judged by a juror and are scored for their artwork. They also have the opportunity to meet with universities and earn scholarships. If they score high enough, their artwork is reassessed, and all of the jurors come together at the event, and they also pick 10% of the artworks to go to state. Those 10% of the artworks travel on and compete at the state level. And at that level, they again have another opportunity to earn scholarships and awards for their artwork. It's a very prestigious art competition at the highest standards.
So my piece was a watercolor and India ink piece. I started with India ink with a paintbrush, and it was a drawing of my cat with a lot of greenery and flowers around it. It was titled Amity, which is friendship or kindness, because I just wanted to spread a little bit of happiness around the world. And so I started with India ink and put watercolor on top of that. My piece went to state, and it was really exciting because I've only done vase one other time, and I didn't go to state then. It was my freshman year. But yeah, it was super exciting.
So my piece started off with 3 cats. I wanted to do my cat because I love her so much, and she has a weird personality. So I wanted to do that for my art piece. So I took different pictures from my camera roll of her casual self, my cat. Her name's Layla. She's weird. She's, she has a weird personality. I wanted to implement her emotions, her personality into that art piece. So I added blue. Mostly it's composed mostly of blue because she's mostly a calm cat most of the time. But she has this little fiery personality, so I added this like reddish and like orange colors to represent that in her eyes because she has this like mean look sometimes. So that's mostly it for my art piece. I really liked it. I'm really proud of it, to be honest. It's really amazing. I got like a perfect score on it, so I couldn't believe that because last year in Vase I didn't get a perfect art score, but I still went to state last year. But I'm fine with my art piece this year. That's all I really have to say about it. Yeah.
As we continue to showcase our new members of the pack, we sat down with Coach Shed, Spanish teacher and head softball coach, to talk about what brought her to Davenport.
Okay, so I teach Spanish here. I love Spanish because growing up, nobody in my family is a native speaker. However, a lot of my friends through softball and through my school, a lot of them spoke Spanish, so I really wanted to learn Spanish. And so I had a really good Spanish 3 through all the way through IB Spanish. His name was Senor Hannemeyer, and he made Spanish really, really fun. I had a lot of close friends to the point that in that class that the only way we would be able to talk or gossip or anything like that, my teacher made me speak in Spanish. So that was really fun. And then I love coaching softball because I played D1 softball. I played softball my whole life since I was 8 years old, and I really want to instill the same love that I had in the game to the kids that I have now. I wanted to be a teacher because a lot of kids, or when I was growing up, my teachers really, really helped me. I had one teacher, her name is Miss Peevler. Her daughter actually goes to Marion High School right now. She literally made me love teaching so much, and just because she always cared about us and made sure that we were good. She was my 4th grade teacher, I think. And then when I was in high school, being an athlete and being a softball player, my coaches helped me a lot, and I wanted to help kids the way they helped me. All right, so I chose Davenport because, well, one, I really wanted to be the softball coach here because they have a really good program and just the overall how pretty the school is. And then on top of that, when I heard about the community and how everybody talked really positively about it, with how the teachers are supported and the kids are really nice here, that made me really want to be here and have the job here.
Here at Davenport, we have some people you may or may not see so often, and we want to showcase how they go above and beyond to help support everything here in the den. Alexis tagged along with Principal Looney for the morning and learned how she helped support and guide Davenport in pursuing excellence. Here's a brief look into her Thursday routine.
It is Thursday in the life of a principal. It's first period. 7:45 was when the school day started. We got the cafeteria going. We got the kids in the building. And then 8:30 we had a Wolf Week meeting. That's our National Honor Society getting ready for a fun week, the week before spring break. And now we are going to be heading into a counselor's meeting. Stay tuned. We are about to walk into our weekly counselor meeting. They happen at 9:15 on Thursday. So here we go. A counselor meeting is over, and we are going to be making our way to visit classrooms, which is really the favorite part of my days, is being out and about with the kids and visiting classrooms. So come on, let's go. Okay, we are about to go visit Miss Alfaro's classroom, and we are going to walk in now. Let's go.
How many groups are there today? 3? Yes, there's 3. And just something like that. Yeah, they'll just spread out. So just as I call the groups, you can give them to them. Okay. Okay, so your review is split up into 3 sections. Okay, you have a just fill in the blank kind of vocab section at the top.
The first period is about to be over, and so next I like to go downstairs and be with the kids in between passing periods. So that's going to happen here in just a second. Okay, and what you see now is our second chance breakfast is now finished, and day 2 will be on their way to class. And then our first period off block kids are coming in, and they are also headed to second period. What we do is we like to see if our kids are dressed properly, and if they're not, this is an opportunity to respectfully get them in the right attire. And then we also are working to ensure our kids have their IDs visible, and as we all know, that's been hard, and we're going to keep at it because it's that important. So in between passing periods, that's what we do. We like to talk to our kids, make sure they're in dress code and they're doing the right things, and obviously checking bathrooms. That helps.
To watch the rest of Miss Looney's day, check out our PAX Press YouTube page and other social media channels.
I'm Quentin Cummings, and this is Willie. So, Willie, do you know what's happening? Well, what about the dodgeball tournament? Yeah, we have a dodgeball tournament. That's a great question, Willie. It's going to start next Thursday during lunch, both A and B lunch, and it's going to go all the way until the Friday before spring break. Where? Well, it's going to be right here in the gym. It's going to be here during the lunches, A and B, and it's going to be here during an advisory, Thursday and Friday before lunch. How? Well, you can sign up during lunch, both A and B, at the table next to the coffee bar with Miss Moon or Miss Nozel. Remember, it's the first 8 teams to sign up. First 8 teams that pay, they get to play. You can have up to 10 people on your team, and it's $40 per team. I think that's the wrong way, Willie. You gotta, there we go. BTP.
Hey Wolves, get ready for Davenport's first ever Wolf Week. WOLF stands for Withstanding Obstacles, Live Fiercely. It'll be happening the week before spring break.
It's a fun-filled week with treats, events, and school spirit. Please be sure to check out Google Classrooms and our Instagram page at Davenport_Stuco for a full week schedule.
If you missed our t-shirt pre-order, no worries. We'll be selling them for $35 during lunches on Wednesday, March 12th.
Student Council is not only raising money for future endeavors, but also for a fun time on campus.
Stay tuned for updates. VTP!
Now let's get a quick rundown on some fantastic things that happened here at Davenport in the past month.
On February 15th, the band held Casino Night and had some people who did an ensemble at UIL perform at Casino Night here at Davenport.
And basically the point of Casino Night for us is it's not to help you lose, it's to help you win. They help you try to win, and at the end of the night, you get to raffle, you get tickets, you trade in your coins for tickets, and with those tickets, you get to put them into raffles. and get a chance to win some of the baskets that our sections make.
On February 16th, the choir and theater held a dinner and song fundraiser.
So, choir and musical theater decided to do our Valentine's fundraiser again. Last year was our first year to do it, and it went over really well. So we went ahead and had it again this year, where everyone came and ate, and then they got to go to the PAC to watch performances and solos, duets, groups sing about love.
And it gave theater an opportunity to do some songs that they are usually not used to singing. And it also gives us, the choir kids, a really good opportunity to be able to just do more performances and get out there and get some really good performance training in which they can go ahead and, just work on their different skills, such as solo singing, ensemble singing, just preparation overall.
On February 22nd, JROTC held a military ball with guests and cadets in attendance.
This is our 5th year doing the Davenport Military Ball. It's kind of like our version of a prom. Basically, this is our chance for our leaders to kind of get a taste about how to plan big stuff like this, how to communicate with other programs about what we need. And yeah, this is a time for us to have fun with it and know how to learn etiquette and all kinds of stuff.
And on February 7th, Como ISD held the Star Dance here at Davenport, which was a prom event for students with special needs.
Hi, the Star Dance was on Friday the 31st of January, and STAR means Specialized Training in Athletics and Recreation. So our essential academic students got to have what would be their version of a prom. And this helps them practice how to go to a dance and how to go to a party. And the theme was We Glow. And so we decorated with glow party and stars, and it was so much fun.
Today's Friday Focus, we highlight some of the work of one of Davenport's extracurricular activities, Future Farmers of America, also known as FFA. FFA participated in stock shows and wielding competitions that showcase the talents of our fantastic agriculture students. We sat with some students to discuss their wins and the overall competition.
FFA is the largest student-run organization that the USA has to date. In this organization, FFA, or the Future Farmers of America, is an organization where students learn a lot of skills such as time management. They're going to go into feeding, they're going to go into responsibility, and being able to house and take care or manage animals or livestock such as sheep, goats, cattle, and swine, or poultry, and even rabbits. Within these, they're able to actually showcase across the state of Texas at Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, the local county show, in which they're able to actually get a scholarship or even be able to actually earn money to be able to be used towards their next projects or even into their college degrees. A lot of our students find that they're able to continue on going down an animal science pathway into going into college to make sure that they're actually getting the best education possible. In total, FFA has been one of those that has helped launch a lot of students into success within our program, and where they're able to actually showcase their skills and put on a hands-on learning environment into practice.
So we did really well at the San Angelo show. There was, I believe, 3 blue ribbons, 2 red ribbons, did very well. We have San Antonio Stock Show coming up, where we're going to be with a bunch of schools and we're going to be competing with all of our projects. We have everything from fire pits, swings, and barbecue pits.
Hi, I'm Isabel Blanchard, and I showed a steer at Fort Worth Stock Show, and I got 4th place in my class.
Welcome to Pack Press Sports. I'm Cody Brown, and in today's edition, we talked to Cheyenne Velasquez on her winning streak in her wrestling, catch up with the cheer and swim team at their recent appearance at state. Let's toss it over and catch up with Cheyenne Velasquez on her recent wins in her wrestling matches and their appearance at state during the 4-day break this past month.
Thank you, Cody. I'm Brianna Villanueva. This is Cheyenne Velasquez, and this is Sierra Guy. On your journey to state, what has been the most challenging match you faced?
I would have to say Lily Atkinson in the finals at Top Gun. She had great top position. She was just really trying to keep me down, and then we got into a scramble, kept scrambling, and I came up on top, and then I felt an opportunity, so I took it, and then I pinned her. I won.
I'd have to say mine is the Lavergne girl, Annika, only because I had lost to her 3 times throughout the season. And then I came back at regionals, and I decided I wanted it more. I wanted to go to state, and I won against her, and she was my ticket to state.
W. What specific techniques or strategies did you use in practice that you felt made a difference?
I would have to say situationals, because you could be in any type of situation, and just working in practice transferred really well to matches.
Looking back at the season, what moments tested your perseverance and determination?
I'd definitely say waking up in the morning to go to practice. Sorry, Coach Alfred. It was definitely hard to wake up and be like, this is what I want to do. And I know several people who are like, I can't do it, and I understand wholeheartedly. So I think that was definitely testing my perseverance and determination.
That's so real. To expand on practice, I would just have to say, as the closer we got to state and the intensity of our practices were ramped up, I'd have to say it'd be Coach Bennett and overtime, because we would be going live. We're switching partners almost every other go, and we're going live. And then he'd be like, all right, guys, no points, overtime. So we would be wrestling a full match, full 6 minutes. Then we go 8 minutes. Then we go 2 more minutes, that's 10. And then 2 more minutes, and that's 12. And that was just, sometimes it would be a little hard for me to push through, but I got through it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you very much for having us.
As Davenport continues to pursue excellence, our cheer team made an appearance at the UIL Spirit Competition up in Fort Worth in late January and brought home second place to the Den. The man on the street caught up with them about their recent win at state.
Thanks, Cody. I'm Jocelyn Vo, and today the HOWL is joined by the co-captain of the cheer team, Melanie Shear, and the captain of the cheer team, Reagan Hank. So congratulations on running up for state UIL. Do you want to tell us about that experience?
So when we went into our state weekend, our morale was super high. We had just come off of competing at the Lago Vista Invitational, and we did very well. And we had just recently also gotten feedback from a fellow UTSA coach, and she said that she loved our routine, and we were feeling really excited. We went into warm-ups for UIL feeling super strong. We had pretty much no mistakes, and by the time it came onto the mat, we prayed and we felt super excited. Like I remember the feeling like going onto the mat, gave it all we could. It was probably one of the best routines we ever did. We came off the mat, the whole team was crying, the emotions were super high, and we really did all we could to put our best foot forward and really give it our all. And we came out with some pretty amazing hardware. We also, thankfully, our second place runner-up at UIL contributed to our Lone Star points for our school. So that's a really big achievement for cheer and for Davenport High School cheerleading program as a whole. So it's very exciting.
Well, congratulations. That sounds awesome. What do you guys think led to your team's success?
Well, we really are just one big family. You know, we spend a lot of time together between when we do book study. We have so many team building activities, parties, you name it. And we really just are one big family. And there's a lot more that goes into cheerleading than just a football game or a pep rally. You know, there's countless practices, competition things, and all of those things really contributed to us bonding. And our bond was just better than it's ever been. And I think that really helped contribute to our win.
Thank you girls so much. I'm Jocelyn Vo, one of the voices of the Wolves. Back to you, Cody.
Finally, another team headed to state. Caleb Bristow brought home the state championship title for the 50-yard and 100-yard freestyle in his 4A division. Our man on the street talked to him, who also made an appearance at state, about their competition and experience during this.
Thank you, Cody. Hello, I'm Carlo Rowe, here with Caleb Bristow to talk about his recent accomplishment, beating state. So tell me, Caleb, what was going through your mind when you heard that you won state?
I mean, it was honestly very surreal. I started swimming in high school last year, and so it's just been building up from that. I mean, I went to state last year. I didn't do so well. I still made it though. And I saw all these fast swimmers and I knew I wanted to be like that. So I went home and I wrote in my mirror a goal of mine, which was to win first place in the 50 at state. And so I've just been working this whole year leading up to that moment. So it just felt super awesome to achieve something like that. And I'm really grateful.
All right. Thank you, Caleb, for joining us here at the HOWL.
That's all we have for this edition of Prac Press Sports. Tune in next month where we'll cover baseball, softball, track, and we'll discuss a little bit of soccer. This is Cody Brown, the voice of the Pack.
That's all we got for this month's edition of the HOWL. For more clips and coverage from our Pac Press team, check out our Instagram and X pages at DHS Pac Press.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Alexis.
And we'll see you next month on the HOWL.